We're back, wrestling fans, for our tag team main event. One of the greatest tag team tandems on the independent circuit of pro wrestling today. Graduates of the Rock and Roll Express Wrestling School, Too Sweet Danny Roland and Bobby Doll the Black Sheep. And despite their arrogance, despite their egos, one of my personal favorite tag teams.
This man's just too sweet. From Destin Beach, Florida, ladies and gentlemen, the chick magnet, Danny Roland. And his partner, the man that put the universal heartthrob, Austin Idol, out of professional wrestling. He takes the credits for the Alabama State Heavyweight Champion, the National Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion, Bad Boy from Hollywood, California. This is Bobby Doll. Together they are one of the toughest tag teams in professional wrestling, Black Sheep. But ladies and gentlemen, direct their opponents from Monday Night Raw.
And the opposition of the Black Sheep, known all over the world of professional wrestling, the legendary Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson, along with his nephew Jason. And these two teams know each other so very well.
Reporting on the radio, and we're watching all over the circuit of the National Wrestling Alliance.
And there's a surprise Cajun Joe accompanying the Express to ringside.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, the new sensation rocking the nation, 220 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Gibson. Nephew of Robert, and ladies and gentlemen, 5 times NWA World Tag Team Champion, direct from Monday Night Raw. Let's hear it, Nashville, Tennessee, for Robert Gibson. The Rock and Roll Express, managed by the Voodoo Man Cajun Joe.
As you hear the ring introduction there of the Rock and Roll Express, the official for this tag team contest, Sea-Dog Cecil Roden. And as I said before, these two teams know each other so very well. They've gone at it up and down the entire United States of America.
The bell is sounded, the match will begin. Our main event here in Bainbridge tonight.
And it looks like it's going to be Too Sweet Danny Roland, the self-professed chick magnet, starting things out with young Jason Gibson. They square off. Danny Roland there sticking his head through the ropes there. A little bit of a mind game. Collar and elbow tie-up, center of the ring. Nice arm drag takedown by Too Sweet. The crowd here in Bainbridge beginning to chant rock and roll. They're behind the Rock and Roll Express, no doubt about it. The combatants circle once again, collar and elbow tie up, center of the ring. High hip lock takeover there from Danny Roland. And you can see the obvious effects of that one etched all over the face of Jason Gibson. A scoop now and a full body slam by Danny. I gotta tell you, this guy's only been in the sport for about 2 years, wrestling fans, but he wrestles in there like a ring veteran. Experience well beyond his years. They lock up once again. And this time it's Gibson with an arm drag. High hip lock takeover of his own. A full body slam by Jason Gibson. And a hip toss for Bobby Dahl. And in a matter of moments, Gibson matched Roland's moves and did him one better. And the tag is made. Here comes the veteran, Robert Gibson. Standing side headlock applied by the former 5-time NWA Tag Team Champion of the world. Kicking at the hand of Bobby Dahl, who had his arm outstretched for the tag. Here comes Dahl, gets a boot to the midsection. Back body drop. Gibson still got the side headlock on Roland. Flying head scissor takeover, and at the same time takes over Roland with the headlock. What action here, fans? Robert Gibson hasn't lost a step. Flustered and frustrated on the arena floor, the Black Sheep. And Danny Roland back inside the ring, makes the tag now to the elder statesman of the Black Sheep, Bobby Dahl. And now it's Dahl circling with his mentor, Robert Gibson, side headlock. Gibson shoots him off. A big tackle and down goes Robert. Dahl off the ropes with momentum. High back body drop and a hard right hand for Too Sweet Danny Roland. Gibson caught him napping on the ring apron there. The tag is made to young Jason Gibson. And it's Jason now with a standing side headlock. Dahl shoots him off right into Danny Roland. And once again, Gibson with the headlock. And that's twice Danny Roland's been caught napping. Look out, Danny with a trip. And from behind, Bobby Dahl with a stiff double axe handle shot right to the back of the neck. Robert Gibson with a few words for the official there. Meanwhile, Danny Roland taking over on Jason Gibson on the arena floor. Just beating him like a stepchild. Shoots him back into the ring underneath that bottom rope. Hard right hand to the top of the skull from Bobby Dahl. Front face locks his man. Did you hear that? Danny said that the fans at ringside couldn't even spell rock and roll. The Black Sheep with no love for the fans. Reverse elbow smash right to the jaw. Goes for the cover there, hooks the leg. Raking the eyes of Jason Gibson across that top rope. Makes the tag, in comes Danny Roland. The Black Sheep lock their man in. A slingshot, double snap suplex. Roland goes for the cover. But the fighting heart and spirit and determination of young Jason Gibson gets him out of that pinning predicament. Irish whip into the ropes. Back body drop attempt turned into a sunset flip. But Danny's out of it. Hard hard clothesline bullies Gibson to the canvas. Lateral press cover hooks the leg, and again only a count of 2. The Black Sheep firmly in control now, cutting off the ring on young Jason Gibson. Wait a second, I've heard about this maneuver. Roland with the double axe handle. Dahl nails his man, slamming him to the canvas. That one's called herding sheep. Choking away now in the throat, it's Bobby Dahl, who plants his knee firmly between the shoulder blades of Jason Gibson and applies a rear chin lock. Wait a second, signaling to his tag team partner there, Danny Roland. What's that about? In comes Roland unbeknownst to the official. And the Black Sheep illegally switched with no tag. Roland with an Irish whip now. Jason ducks the clothesline, ducks the elbow. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors by Jason Gibson. Nice defensive move there by the younger member of the Rock and Roll Express. But can he tag in his uncle? There's the tag to Robert Gibson. He comes in a fist of fire here. Double noggin knocker. Shoots Danny in, gives him a reverse elbow. All hell's breaking loose, wrestling fans. Jason Gibson hammering away on Bobby Dahl. Likewise, Robert Gibson in the corner with Danny Roland. Irish whip and a train wreck. Robert shoots Bobby Dahl in, Irish whip. The Rock and Roll Express double dropkick. That's got to be it, 2 and 3. Thank you for joining us, wrestling fans. Globe Star Championship Wrestling. The winners of the main event are going to be the Rock and Roll Express. I am Philip J. Farrow with Independent Wrestling Classics. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.